of the League Wars podcast. I am tapping in live from Aggieland, man. This is our third and final episode. Man, I think this is night number 5 for me in College Station, Texas A&M. I'm definitely going to spend one more night, depending on how things go. Might spend a little bit more time indefinitely. We're just going to have to see how it goes. But for now, we are tapping in for the third and final episode out here in Aggieland, man. You guys know the drill. This is the point where we allow some people getting up in the chat, up in the stream, for the people watching the content after it's recorded. Today, I'm going to talk a little politics. I'm going to talk a little life, a little law. You know how we do. It's a Ghoststream, though. So anything that the viewers want to talk about, that's what we're going to discuss. But we are live from Aggieland, man. You know what I'm saying? Let some people jump up in the stream, and then we're going to get it cracking. Episode number 3. Day number 5 out here in Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of stuff done while I was out here. First legal document of the year, the first one in like 8 months that I actually worked on or performed. You know what I'm saying? Got it done in 5 days. Got it filed. Gonna ensure the serving of the document. That's the next step. And after the serving of that document, then, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to move on to everything else I got to do. But League Wars podcast on the road, Aggieland, man, day number 5. Y'all, we waiting for some people to jump up in the stream. As you guys come in, I ask y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, man. You know how we do. We're going to have a good conversation, give y'all some great content. We're going to have a great debate. This should be called the Legal Wars Debate podcast, because that's what it's about, a discussion. So we're giving it a few minutes. We letting some people jump up in the stream, and then we're going to get it cracking, y'all. Thank you for coming. Good morning, guys. Welcome in. As you guys come in, please jump down in the comments. Jeremiah says, what am I doing? I am about to do a podcast, about to have a conversation with you guys, a ghost stream, viewer's choice, whatever you guys want to discuss. Give y'all about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Good morning, guys. How are y'all doing? Y'all jump down in the comments, say good morning. If you guys don't mind, y'all give me a thumbs up, double tap the screen, like the video. It's free to show some love. Jump down in the comments. We're going to have a discussion like Miss Jeremiah Davis, we already are this morning. So how are you guys doing? I ask y'all, please like the video. Please, please, please like the video. Like, I want to start the stream off talking about the terror that we've seen in America in the last couple of days. You know, the terror attack in Las Vegas, the terror attack in New Orleans. What you guys think about that? Uh, Jeremy says doing good. That's good. I'm glad that you are. I'm doing good too. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in Texas A&M College Station. Where you guys at? Like, I'm on the road. I've been on the road for about, I'll say 7 or 8 days. Been up here for about 5 days, for sure. But yeah, guys, I want to start talking about the terror attacks. What you guys think about the terror attacks, man? I think it's kind of frightening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like what we've seen in New Orleans, like definitely what we've seen in Las Vegas. And I think that terror cells are definitely activating. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to start discussing with you guys first. So you guys jump down in the comments, man. Say hello, like Miss Jeremy's done. Get the conversation started. We could get to cracking. As soon as you guys get down in the comments, we could get started. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you for asking. You know what I'm saying? I would say like I've been doing better at some points in my life. Everyone could say that probably. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't complain, but I'm managing, and I appreciate your concerns. How are you doing? Thank you for asking. So Dog 44 says, what do 9 out of 10 people enjoy doing? Um, I'm not sure. There's plenty of things I would say that humans enjoy doing together, like as a group, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure where you're trying to go with that. Jeremy's being very, very polite. I ask that you guys that's in here chilling, that y'all like the video. We just trying to give it a couple of more minutes, let some more people jump in the stream. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys participating in the conversation. That's what we do on the Legal Wars podcast, man. We have a conversation. Anything you guys want to discuss this morning, we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here at Texas A&M and Aggieland, you know what I'm saying, just chilling. Decide to jump on, do a ghost stream with you guys. Trying to let YouTube get the notification to some of my regulars jump up in the stream, and we could get started. Whatever you guys want to talk about this morning. Doc says, give us the proper answer. What you mean the proper answer? You say what out of 10 people, 9 out of 10 people enjoy doing? There's a lot of stuff that 9 out of 10 people enjoy doing. 9 out of 10 people enjoy eating good food. You feel me? 9 out of 10 people enjoy getting a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that you can answer to that 9 out of 10 people enjoy doing. So guys, I'm waiting for you guys for the content. She said I'm laughing on the inside, man. I'm just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just cooling pretty much. I ain't doing too much. I think it's like 6 a.m., something like that. Maybe, yeah, it's close to 6 o'clock a.m. Trump's Project 2025. What do I think of it? I don't think it's a Project 2025 that Trump. Thank you for that question too, Lee. I don't think it's a Project 2025 that Trump is trying to get across right now. I just think what he's trying to do, instead of like him passing legislation for tax cuts, and you know what I'm saying, like that get approved, or him passing legislation for immigration and him having to do all that fighting and wrangling with immigration, or him passing a budget bill. Instead of him doing all that, like to me, it seems like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hate on Trump, but like he wants to go down in history. He's thinking about his legacy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say necessarily he cloud chasing, because if you think about the not only the optics, the practicality of it, for him and with the Congress as divided as his Congress is, and congratulations to Mike Johnson again for winning the speakership. But what for Trump, with having Congress as divided as his Congress is, like it's not going to be easy to continually to get legislation passed. So he's just saying, like he's going to try to do all of those issues. He's going to try to tie it together in one bill, and with that one bill, he's going to try to move his agenda forward, basically, with that one bill. So, I mean, like, to me, it's like, how would I say, a daring task or a daring feat to attempt to do that. But I'm saying, like, I mean, that's what he's about. He's a gambler. You know what I'm saying? He says he's like the best deal maker. So, like, let him try it. I want to see how it's gonna work. How y'all think it's gonna work? You know, that's a good point. That's a good question. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to do. You guys give me the topic, and I give you guys the content. But yeah, like I think, like I don't think that's a Project 2025 thing, if I'm not mistaken. You know, a lot of people that were are right there. There were a lot of people who were tied to Trump, who were involved in the writing of 2025. I'll give you that. But I will say, like some of those people that are closely associated with people like Steve Bannon, we've seen on the immigration issue, you see how President Trump took a hard turn or a hard step from those hardline conservative views. So to automatically assume, and you seen how Elon was like ready. Elon said he ready to go to war over it. Y'all heard him say that, right? I mean, y'all know I'm not tripping. Like he said, those kind of people fundamentally need to be rooted out of the Republican Party. So I think it's so ironic, you know what I'm saying, for me personally, me being up here at Texas A&M, you know what I'm saying, going to visit the 41st President George W. Bush, like his grave site, actually, the Presidential Library. It's a gorgeous library out here at College Station at Texas A&M. Highly recommended that you come visit Aggieland. I'm tapping in. You guys, as y'all come in, I ask that y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Guys, the topic today, I think that's Lee, if I'm not mistaken. So that's our topic, what Lee says. Our topic this morning, guys, is Trump's Project 2025. That's a good place to start. Like Lee did, any of you guys could put the content down in the comments, and we'll pin your comment and we could have a discussion off of your topic. But yeah, man, Project 2025, I don't think Trump is doing Project 2025. He just want to consolidate all his bills. That's just what I think. Lee says he is going to force people to go to Sunday church as a Sabbath. The Sabbath is not Sunday, but Saturday. That's a good point, man. I hadn't heard anything about like President Trump saying he's going to do that. Like, I think a lot of that stuff is just it's just propaganda, man. It's just hype. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to realize it's a lot of politics that's involved in a lot of things that you consume from social media, because these people who are giving you these information are largely biased. Do you guys agree with me or not? The people who are delivering this information through the media and social media are largely biased. You guys are consuming like information from people who will publicly tell you that they're a Democrat. So you don't get your news from this person who is a Democrat. So how unbiased do you think your news is going to be? And so whenever you get that news, like you consume that news, then you're going to absorb that news, and whatever that political party or that association that you receive that news from, that's what you're going to believe or buy. It goes deeper than just saying, hey, MSNBC is Democrats, or CNN might be like center leaning Democrats, and the Fox might be conservative. It goes deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It goes into all kind of media. You know what I'm saying? Media besides like, political media, to where people are being indoctrinated by like people who aren't giving you information that is unbiased. And I think everyone has a bias to a certain extent, but I try to tend to give people information as best as I can from a practical sense and not a bias. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. I'm tapping in with you guys from Aggieland. I'm glad you guys could be with me this morning. If you guys don't mind, go ahead, hit a thumbs up on that video. It's free to show your boys some love. If you guys like that video, if you enjoying the content, I ask that you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and guys, that super chat button, if you guys want to donate to the channel, or if you want to have your comment highlighted, have a discussion, anything you want to do like that is greatly appreciated. Just hit that $ symbol. I'm back down in the comments. So Lee says it went from a political party, but a 7-day Adventist church pastor, Doug Batchelor. I'm not sure about that, Lee. I've talked about that before. I'll discuss that real quick again. Lee, I'm gonna pin your comment one more time. Let's see. So I talked about that before, Lee. Like, I don't believe in political parties being associated with religious groups. And just, I'm sorry, I know you guys are going to hate me for saying this, but I just feel like the Republican Party is so associated with a religious group. Do y'all agree with me or not? Is that good content or not? I feel like the Republican Party is so, like 60% of the Republican Party are Christians. Good, bad, or indifference. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not talking about whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. All I'm trying to talk about is just the concept of the merging of religion and politics, to where it's a lot of uninformed people who aren't really Christians, but they're calling themselves Christians because their mama was a Catholic, or their daddy was a Baptist, or their auntie was a 7-day Adventist. And so they're wearing a cloak of Christianity. It's not real Christianity, but they're really politicians. So they're taking that fake Christianity in politics. And that's how you get people who are walking around trying to say like President Trump is like some kind of messiah or something. You know what I'm saying? They're confusing like real Christianity and God and religion with politics. And I see that a lot today, man. And I think it's going to help destroy the Republican Party. You know what I'm saying? Because we should never, not hating on President Trump, because I don't think President Trump, y'all tell me if I'm wrong or y'all disagree, I don't think President Trump tries to portray himself as like a Christian. Am I wrong or right? I'm not saying he never said that he wasn't a Christian. Somebody challenged me on that, because I heard him say some questionable things. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said he never had to ask God for forgiveness. So I wouldn't understand why how he could be a Christian saying that. But I'm not saying that he's not a Christian or he's not claiming to be a Christian. I'm saying that I never personally myself seen him associate himself with Christianity to the level that the hardline believers do, if you can understand that. So to push past that point, like understanding that this ain't really about Trump, this is about like 60% of the Republican Party actually being real Christians or associating with Christianity in the likes. And like I think it's really destroying the politics side or the political side of the Republican Party, because you can't mix Christianity or any religion and politics. Like, if you don't believe me, if a religion gets hardline in politics, what religion in the world that we know where their leaders are religious people? Okay? Because if you look at Israel, Israel's leaders are religious people, but their president isn't really a religious person. He's like the American president, prime minister. He's just the president. He might be religious, but he's just the president on the outside. You see what I'm saying? But I'm saying in the nations where like their leaders are religious people, like in Iran and Saudi Arabia, in the Middle East, I'm saying when extremist leaders are religious people, I don't care what religion they are, in my opinion, it's going to take that country overboard. Like, that's why we had separation of church and state. I think this system works better in the separation of church and state. I have no problem with our leaders being a Christian, and me being a Christian, I would prefer our Christian being our leader. But if our leader was a Muslim, how would I feel about that? How would you feel about that? Will we not agree with that? Will we say that doesn't reflect the majority of Americans? And I think I would agree with that. But I'm just saying, like, you know, mixing Christianity with politics, I think is a good thing, but it's not evolving into a good thing within the Republican Party, because there's a lot of Republican people, man, that think that Trump is like some kind of messianic figure. You know, you got the Trump Bibles. You know what I'm saying? You got people like saying he's like some kind of Moses, or like God's using him or something like that. I'm not saying that he is. And like I said, you new guys that's just coming into the stream, I said that I wasn't talking about Trump himself. I don't think Trump himself portrays himself like, hey guys, I'm Moses, or I'm the second coming of Jesus. He doesn't portray himself like that. But I'm saying the people who have putting on Christianity or a form of Christianity that isn't a real Christianity, they're starting to think that he's like Paul or Peter or Moses or John, but he's really not. He's more like Barack Obama or Bill Clinton or Ronald Reagan or Jimmy Carter. He's just a politician. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. Tapping in with your boy Ghost Rider. You know what I'm saying? I'm live out here in Aggieland, Texas A&M, man. That being said, man, I want to salute the Bush family, man. I would highly recommend that you guys go visit George H.W. Bush, his library out here in Texas A&M. Guys, it's very, very beautiful. I'm tapping in from Aggieland. We talking politics this morning. Guys, as y'all come in, I ask that you guys show your boy some love. Hit the thumbs up on that video. It's free to show you boys some love. Show your boys some love. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. And guys, if you guys want to donate to the channel, hit that super chat button, guys. And your donations would be much appreciated. I see Miss Jonita Mitchell. She's a regular on the channel. She's entered the stream. Good morning, Miss Jonita. How are you doing, baby? She says, good morning. I can't stay long. Just letting you know that's you're in my thoughts. I appreciate it, baby. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support for everybody who come tap in with me on the Legal Wars podcast. My boy Ed said Trump couldn't name one Bible verse. And I'm going to pin that comment. And we're gonna have that discussion with that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not hating on President Trump. I want everybody in the stream right now to understand my heart when I'm saying what I'm saying, when I'm delivering you this content, okay? Because I'm a Christian, I'm not a preacher, but I'm going to deliver you this content. Okay, let's start with the facts. About 60% of the Republican Party is consumed by people who identify as Christians. Okay? Now, out that 60% who identify as Christians, there are people who are really Christians. The majority, 60%, 40%, 30%, your guess is good as mine. Only God knows. Okay? I'm saying there's a fraction of those people who are identifying Christians, 60%, who are not real Christians. Just like in the Middle East, there's a fraction of people who identify with Islam who are not real Muslims. Can you understand that? Iran, those aren't real Muslims. Those are terrorists, and they're using religion to execute terror. The Muslims in Saudi Arabia, those are real Muslims. They're practicing the words in the Quran. I'm saying in Christianity, y'all might not understand it. That's why God put me here to bring you this to help you see it. It's the same thing. You have Christians who practice what Jesus taught, and you have Christians who practice their own brand. I'm not preaching this morning. I'm talking about within the political set, the political party of the Republicans. There are some people who've put on a jacket of Christianity who are not real Christians, and they use scriptures to try to execute terror. I'm saying that is the devil coming as an angel, okay? Like, I'm just trying to let y'all know that. So a lot of people who practice in politics, like a lot of these people, these Christian conservatives, they're trying to say Trump is some messianic figure or some stuff like that. They're buying and selling Trump Bibles. I think that's blasphemy, and I just think that's dangerous. And I think that's borderline. I've said that before. I know that might sound controversial to some people who are Christians and who never thought like this before, but I'm sorry, it's facts. There's real Christianity. There's real following of Christ. There's real preachers who are hardline preachers who preach about hell, but they're real Christians. But there's some people who don't preach about hell. It's clear. Listen, a fraction, I'm going to get in the comments with you guys, okay? A fraction of the Republican parties, they don't claim to be Christians, like the Rand Paul wing, the Libertarian wing, the Elon Musk wing. All those guys he's bringing into the Republican Party, he want to switch it back to the George Bush Republican Party. I got to salute President Bush again. I'm out here in Aggieland, man, tapping in. President Bush, his library, the 41st president of the United States out here in College Station is really, really gorgeous. I ask that you guys have visited. I posted pictures on my Instagram. You guys check it out. Thank y'all for tapping in with me on the Ghoststream Legal Wars podcast. If you guys haven't liked the video, I ask that you guys like the video. It's free to show your brother some love. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Hit that notification bell. And guys, if you guys want to donate to the channel, if you guys want to hit that super chat button, guys, it's that $ button, man, with that square. Your donations are much appreciated. If you want to start a conversation, highlight us, get a sticker, anything like that, I appreciate the love so much. I'm back down in the comments. I see Miss Jonita. She said, like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Please and thank you. Thank you, Miss Jonita. So Burns says, if you made your own, how far you think? I'm not sure what he's talking about. Lee says, like, the Pope is not holy. I say that's up for discussion. If you ask me personally, I'm not trying to offend nobody. You know what I'm saying? If we talking about Christian related things, you know what I'm saying? I think the Pope is just a man, just like any other preacher would be. So the question would be, would you say, like, if a preacher was holy or something like that? Like, I wouldn't say that. So that's just my opinion. Stone Island says, Jesus prayed to God in the Bible. We know that, of course. You know what I'm saying? So We saying Trump couldn't recite one Bible verse, man. You guys, y'all jump down in the comments. Y'all give me your thoughts, y'all's opinion, you know what I'm saying? And we can have some educated conversation, like instead of like talking with AI in the stream. If y'all hadn't liked the video, y'all in here hanging out with your boy, I appreciate it. It's your boy Ghostwriter, man, tapping in with you guys from Aggieland, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that video for me. It's free to show me some love. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Most importantly, man, jump down in the comments land. Let me get you guys' thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about basically politics, Republican politics, man. I want to give a salute to the Bush family, man, while I'm out here at Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? Bush, I call him Daddy Bush, 41st president of the United States. He served as Ronald Reagan's vice president for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? And then he served as the 41st president of the United States. I want to salute him and his service to the United States. I want to say rest in peace to 41st. I visited his gravesite yesterday. It's at the George Bush, H.W. Bush Presidential Library out here in College Station in Texas, man, Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? I say salute to the Aggies. You know what I'm saying? You guys come out and check it out. For sure, for sure. So, guys, we just chilling in the stream, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you guys want to talk about, viewer's choice, throw it down in the comments, man. Let's get it cracking. We done had a great discussion, our first 30 minutes so far. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what you guys want to talk about. So, Lee's still talking about Donald Trump. Miss Janita, I appreciate it. Lee's still talking about Donald Trump. He's saying Donald Trump not being holy. Man, like I'm saying, like, you know, that's very like a very passionate conversation for me. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how like a set of the Republican Party are like extremists, religious extremists who aren't real Christians. You know what I'm saying? Have a danger of hijacking the Republican Party. That's a very, you know what I'm saying, conversation for me. But like saying that Donald Trump's not holy, in my opinion, that would be like personally attacking him. And I'm not trying to personally attack my dude. You feel what I'm saying? That's not my goal, is to personally attack Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that Donald Trump attempts to come off as he's holy. So that's why I'm saying I'd be careful when I address this conversation. That would be like if you talking about me and saying that he thinks he's the best lawyer in the United States. I never come across as a lawyer. So I'm saying, like, why would someone address that if that's not what I'm saying? Trump never comes across ever as he's a holy person. That's not his persona. That's not how he gets down. None of that happens like that. So I'm saying to actually judge Donald Trump, saying that, hey, look, President Trump, like he's trying to act like or he thinks he's holy when he never acts like or he thinks he's holy. I'm saying it's the people who have a fake sense of Christianity and they don't understand Christianity and they associating like a political leader as a messianic figure. They're mixing it improperly and seeing that he's just a politician. When they're doing that, you see what I'm saying, that leads to, you know, bad things. You know, you have a Muammar Gaddafi, a Ayatollah or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not good to do that. Lee is talking about the Pope. Man, I say the Pope and the Roman Catholic Church have a long history. And I say I'll let the history speak for itself. For the people who are in the Catholic Church and who are serving now, I'm not going to speak down on. I just don't do that. Listen, in my opinion, it really ain't got anything to do with the Catholic Church because I'm a Christian and I don't believe in Catholicism. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, I just feel like there's no reason for me to speak down on the Catholic Church or the Pope. Like, they have a history which speaks for itself. So I let their history speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Lee says, how can I get a hold of you personally? You could look me up on my Instagram page. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the bio on this YouTube page, it has my Instagram page, man, and it has all my information on there. So if anybody want to get a hold of me personally, they can like that. Guys, welcome into the Legal Wars podcast. If you guys like the video, I would surely appreciate that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It's your boy Ghostwriter tapping in, man. Viewer's choice, Ghoststream. You know what I'm saying? Going off the vibes in the room, trying to feel the energy in the room. Anything you guys want to talk about, politics, life, personal issues, that's what a ghost stream is. You know what I'm saying? This is a news hour. I don't have any prepared content. Just throw it down there in the chat, man. We can have a discussion this morning. For sure. We can have a discussion. Anything you guys want to talk about. See the chat real quiet this morning. Miss Janita, are you still in the stream? Are you still in the chat? Okay, that's cool, Miss Janita. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your support. Okay, Lee says you got to go too. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys, y'all jumping in the stream. You guys like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, man. It's viewer's choice this morning. Anything you guys want to talk about, we could get into the content. You know what I'm saying? Like Ed had jumped in. He was talking about Donald Trump. We started the content talking about Donald Trump and Christian conservatism. You know what I'm saying? Christian nationalism, how it could end up being potentially harmful to the United States. You know what I'm saying? Before that, I was talking about the terror cells that are activating, that we're seeing activating in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So anything you guys want to talk about, y'all want to talk about politics, y'all want to talk about the law, anything you guys want to talk about, like Miss Janita said, please, guys, please go ahead, hit that like button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, guys. This is a viewer's choice stream, so I just wait for people to interact with the content. When they interact with the content, man, we're going to get at it, waiting on the vibes in the room. Guys, so we just give it a minute, let some more people jump in the stream, and we'll just get right back into it. Y'all give me just a second. I'm back, guys. I'm back. What's happening? What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking? You know what I'm saying? Who I got up in here? I got my boy Johnny Cash up in here, man. What's up, Johnny Cash? What's good, man? What's good in the hood? Johnny, if you will, man, go ahead, hit that thumbs up for your boy, man. Johnny, I'm trying to get the dialogue going, man. We had a good conversation started for just a second, man, and people died out on me. They fizzed out on me. You know what I'm saying? What you guys want to talk about today, man? There's so much going on. You know what I'm saying? And politics, it always is. This is a ghost stream this morning, man. It's viewer's choice. Anything you guys want to talk about, just put it down in the chat, man, and we'll discuss it. That's how we do it on the ghost stream, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people, man. Y'all go to different YouTube channels, man, and y'all just be chilling in there, and they give y'all content. I do that too, man. News Hour with Ghostwriter every Tuesday and every Friday. But when I pop out with Ghoststreams, man, it's all about you guys, man. It's all about the chat. What y'all trying to talk about? What other channel y'all gonna go to on YouTube where it's all about the chat, man? What we talking about? Johnny says, how do I feel about Russia, China, and Korea? Man, I'll say this, bro. I'll say like how I feel about Russia. I think that Putin was attempting to become the old Putin or the old Russia or the old USSR. And I think that Joe Biden and them, they taught him a lesson. He got a spanking. I think his army has taken a real beating. That's what I think about Russia and Putin. So I think within the next 5 years, I think Russia's going to take a slight exit off the world stage as a world power as a result of this, whether they get to keep the land in Ukraine or not. Y'all quote me on this. Whether Russia gets to keep the land in Ukraine or not, they're not going to be as aggressive on the world stage any longer. I promise you that. The next time they think of attempting to invade a smaller land that used to be a part of the USSR, they're going to remember Ukraine and the heavy price that they paid. They paid price like as far as men and equipment that is equal to World War II or greater. I mean, extreme prices to their military, decimate. They remain a power or a threat because of a nuclear force. That's it. He said about China, I think that China is the greatest strategic threat to the United States. And the reason why I say that, the United States they have redeveloped and they've reformed the United States Marine Corps. And the Marine Corps, which being the most deadliest, I would say, foot soldiers or land soldiers out of all of the United States forces. If any of you military people, thank you for your service, by the way, if y'all agree with me, I would say that the Marine Corps, like being attached to the Navy and being the land-based fighting group, they've become a group that is only designed to fight against China. That's facts. You could look that up right now and research. The Marine Corps has been redesigned to deal with China and Taiwan and that issue that is going to happen, that the United States is going to take a stand in, and they're going to have to do to China what happens to Russia, whether they have to do it with the Taiwan military or they will have to do it with the American putting boots on the ground. What happened to Russia and Ukraine is going to happen to China. All that's happening is the United States is checking them. And they're saying, listen, there is a power that is more dominant than you. Tell me where I'm wrong. That's what's happening. Russia has ambitions to do whatever they want to, just like America does. America went into Afghanistan. America went into Iraq. America does this stuff too. America has ambitions too. But Russia has ambitions to be some sort of power in their region. We don't have to have ambitions in our region. Mexico and China, you heard Trump saying he's going to subsidize them. I mean, Mexico and Canada, like we don't have to be some kind of, but Russia has to. They have a lot of NATO people who are not like them in their region, enemies of them in their region. So they try to flex and dominate and be a power, and then they go into Ukraine and they get checked. That's the United States and the United States supremacy. Well, what I'm saying is the United States has redesigned that Marine Corps because if they have to do it directly or if they have to do it through Taiwan or Japan or any other military they have to, they're going to check China the same way. And that's how you say, hey, we're the dominant power in the world. Ain't no one going to check us, but we going to check you. That's why President Trump, it is very important that you leave NATO intact. That the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, it was formed for a particular reason. And those countries are standing together as the most dominant world power in the world, NATO, I don't care what no one says, NATO is the most dominant world power. The United States could exert that dominance by itself, but that's just like President Trump being a bully. You know what I'm saying? We need Germany for strategic location. You see what I'm saying? We need Japan. We need those bases that we have all the way across the world for the reasons that we need them for. You see what I'm saying? So he said, Russia, I answered that. China, you know what I'm saying? I think China would be the greatest strategic threat to the United States. The United States already prepared for it. The United States Marine Corps has been redesigned to combat and fight China. And then he says about Korea, I think that Korea having a nuclear weapon could be like some sort of a threat, but look how many nuclear weapons Russia have. It's like when these nations get nuclear weapons, they have to understand that the response or the payment that you're going to receive, the punishment for using that nuclear weapon incorrectly will be catastrophic to the world. You see what I'm saying? So I think that Korea, like, would think twice about that. But as far as their level of power, a power ranking in the world, I think Korea is not even in the top 15. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. Thank y'all for kicking it with your favorite host, the Ghost, on this Monday. I'm tapping in, guys, from Aggieland, Texas A&M. Guys, this is a Ghoststream. Guys, jump down in the comments. Whatever you guys, your thoughts are, put them in the comments. We're going to talk about it, have a discussion. If you guys have not liked the video, I ask y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the content, hit that notification bell. I see my boy Colin has entered the stream. What's up, Colin? My boy Big G has entered the stream. What's up, my boys, my boys? So let's see what we're going to talk about this morning. My boy Colin says, what's up, everyone? He says, I hope y'all have a blessed day, most definitely, and you as well, Colin. I hope you're doing good as well, my brother. So Big G says, China just threatened to hack our infrastructure, and if we interfere with Taiwan. That right there is going to be, I'm going to pin that Big G. He always gets pinned comments. I think that's going to be our discussion. You guys feel free to jump in at any time you want to. No prepared content. It's just a ghost stream. You know what I'm saying? So Big G says China just threatened to hack our infrastructure. I think without a doubt, China, listen, so the threat China was before President Trump got into the White House. China was an economic threat, more of an economic than a military threat. You guys got to realize the United States' superiority in technology on military grade compared to the rest of the world is astronomical. That's what I'm telling you. Like an aircraft carrier is basically a floating military. On an aircraft carrier, you guys don't understand like the power of the U.S. Navy. In the Navy, they have soldiers, what we're talking about, what I'm going to get to, which are Marines. So those aircraft carriers are crucial in a war with China. Can you understand that? So on that aircraft carrier, they have an Air Force. They have planes. Okay, the Navy does. They have an Army. They have Marines, Navy SEALs. Okay, of course they have the boats. They have submarines. You see what I'm saying? So the United States has like 11 or 12 aircraft carriers. China maybe has 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying. So I think the next stage for America would be to deal with China and Taiwan, because that's going to be a problem. I just hope it doesn't be a problem under President Trump, even though, Colin, I will salute your boy, because like I said, China being the biggest threat to the United States, President Trump dealt with China last time around economically, and overall that crippled China. China is much weaker economically than they were before, and a lot of that is due to President Trump. But militarily, they're still a threat, like compared to the United States, not so much. The United States is prepared to face China over that Taiwan issue. So that's just my thoughts on that. Let's see. Big Op G says they claim they've already hacked it last few years. This came after they hacked the Treasury the other day. Yes, sir, bro. I agree with that 1,000%. Like I said, like China definitely is a threat to the United States. President Trump even talked about that. He talked about Chinese nationalists entering the United States illegally, you know what I'm saying, using immigration as an excuse to come into the United States and to set up. They've caught Chinese spies in the United States. So yes, China is definitely a threat to the United States and to attempting to become a world power in the world. China is definitely, I would say, the biggest competitor or biggest threat to the United States, if you guys agree with me. So TFM says the Cybertruck video on Sean Ryan's show. Man, I talked about that earlier, bro. TFM, I'm just saying, it looks like terror cells are waking up. This is my question to you guys. This is my question to the stream. What I don't understand is so we have the whole Biden presidency. Listen, I'm not no hater. Forget what happened with Trump in the beginning. Let's start with Joe Biden, okay? We have the whole Biden presidency. When Joe Biden came into the White House, probably for the first time ever, they have the military, like the literal military, National Guard to protect the election. It don't look like no free election. It looks like some, but you know what I'm saying, Joe Biden president. After all that fizzed out and died down, I'm saying, how many riots have y'all seen? How many this have y'all seen? How many that have y'all seen? Y'all can hate on him all y'all want to as Sleepy Joe, but I'm saying for the most part, it's been quiet and peaceful within the United States. He got America out. Listen, this is crazy. This is TFM. Colin, y'all feel me on this real quick. This is some really good content. He got America out of the war in Afghanistan, and the war against the extremists in the Middle East is being fought by Israel, and the war against Russia is being fought by Ukraine, and America hasn't engaged with China or North Korea unless they're doing it through a proxy. So that looks like, doesn't that look like an American first to me? Joe Biden, what Joe Biden done look like American first. America's not involved in no wars, and it's quiet in America right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It was quiet in America. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Look at them 4 years. So now, President-elect Trump and his leadership style has come onto the political scene. And like TFM says, what else he says? 2019 war crimes being covered up. I mean, he says, talking about devices, drones and devices. That's what I'm saying, man. Like terror cells waking up. All that chaotic stuff, man. Look at like New Orleans. And then after New Orleans, I'm saying you just seen what happened in Vegas. And I just think that's not even, it hadn't even got started yet. I think once you add policies to that, I'm talking about, I've been the first person, I'm not trying to prophesize no doomsday thing, but I'm like one of the first person to say that I think it's about to get really chaotic. Colin says China had never been a threat to us. That's why I'm shocked we let them build so much and supply so much to us. We become dependent on them, and that needs to change. At one point, Colin, China actually had become a threat to us. I don't know if this was before your time, but that's why President Trump had went at China. He basically started a trade war with China. I don't know if you remember that or not. That was right after President Obama. You see what I'm saying? President Trump started a trade war with China, putting tariffs on U.S. goods, Chinese goods. You know what I'm saying? And that crippled China's economy. If you look at the Chinese economy in 2013 or 14 and look at the Chinese economy today, it is a huge difference. The average Chinese person, I think their average per capita income is less than 20,000, much less. The average American person per capita is like 60-some thousand. And the American economy has grown much richer since 19, and the COVID economy has been crippled. So if you look at that whole situation, like America did like outstand China in an economic standoff. America stood superior. They haven't faced China, or I don't think China has really faced anyone in the world with their military yet, so we don't know how that's going to go whenever it comes to that. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. It's a Ghoststream. I thank all of you guys for being here. If you guys will, y'all hit that thumbs up for me. It's free to show your boys some love. Like the video. If you enjoy the content, I ask that you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and guys, more importantly, if you guys are enjoying the content, if you want to start a conversation, have your comment highlighted, or if you want to donate to the channel, hit that super chat button, that little $ button, and your donations, guys, are much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? I'm back down in the comments with you. TFM's Constitutional Press says Vegas was a Green Beret who put out an email the day before telling everybody why, and we'll have to watch the Sean Ryan show to see it. I definitely gonna check that out. Colin said, I said they've always been a threat to the United States. Most definitely, brother Colin. China always have been a threat to the United States. Economically, they were more, but they're not as much anymore. And I say, like Trump's terrorists. Trump went to war with China. You see what I'm saying? And, China isn't, I know some people don't agree with that, but that's just the way that I see that. I remember, look, so hold on, I need to get some water for this because I might have some haters come at me for saying this. Hold on. So listen, so I remember when President Trump, before he got in the White House, go back and research Obama and what Obama, some of the things he said about China. You see what I'm saying? China was a big competitor. Their economic growth was projected to take over the United States in so many years. If you guys don't remember this, I'm sorry. That was pre-Trump. Okay? So I'm saying Trump took on China. Remember in the Rose Garden, that speech, I am the chosen one, he took on China prior to 19 happening. China had a trade war. Trump had a trade war with China. If you look at China's economy before that trade war and look at it today, y'all could say it's something else, some other kind of factors, yada, 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 yada. All I'm saying is their economy today is much weaker than it was before that trade war with the United States. That's my point. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying economically, I think the United States has beat back China with several different tactics and policies that might not be all the way known to the public. Just like China trying to hack into the United States systems, and they're it's a competition. Economically, I think the United States still reigns superior. Militarily, they have too, but I think China is going to eventually attempt to test the United States in a military conflict, proxy war or not. And where that happens at is definitely going to be Taiwan. They will definitely, I think, challenge the United States over Taiwan. Big Op G say if we lose the infrastructure, it's going to be an issue with the Chinese men they send through the border. Man, what infrastructure would we lose? I don't think, Big Op G, there's really an infrastructure for us to lose at this point. You see what I'm saying? I think Trump's going to put that bill together. I think it's going to be tough for him to get that bill together. But I think he got a trick up his sleeve or two. And Elon got a big bank to where they're going to try to put something together and try to declare some kind of victory. And I think it's real possible that they do get some kind of bill together, some kind of big bill. I don't think people think that it's going to be some kind of MAGA bill or Project 2025. I think Trump just powered through the election, but he powered through with Elon. And I think Trump took a back seat to let Elon do all the talking because that's the agenda that Trump's going to go with. It's going to be more of a libertarian agenda that he's going to move the Republican Party to. That's my opinion. I think Trump's not going to have a MAGA agenda. He's going to use some MAGA stuff, but it's economically, it's going to be a libertarian agenda. Was Elon Musk a part of the writing of 2020 Project 2025? No. I'm saying Elon Musk is staying at Mar-a-Lago. He's the richest person in the world. He's going to speak the loudest talk on economic policies with President Trump. So I'm saying that's my opinion on that. V Power says, good morning. What's good? What we discussing today? We discussing a variety of topics. You know what I'm saying? It's viewer's choice. Guys, Big Op G, we were talking about China. I pinned his comment, you know what I'm saying, threatening to hack our infrastructure and the threat that China is to the United States, the competitor. But anything you guys want to discuss is viewer's choice, guys. For the new people coming in, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. Y'all kicking it in with your boy Ghostwriter on a Monday, man. I've been streaming for about an hour with you guys out here in Aggieland, man, Texas A&M. That being said, man, I want to salute the 41st President of the United States, President Bush, the entire Bush family out here in Texas, man. President Bush Library, man, Presidential Library out here at Texas A&M in College Station is very beautiful. I advise all of you guys to visit, man, if you guys ever get some time. But guys, y'all here kicking it with Ghost, man, and Aggieland, man. If you guys have liked the video, go ahead, hit that thumbs up. It's free to show me some love. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, guys. And guys, y'all can hit that super chat button, man. You know what I'm saying? Show your boys some love. If you guys want to donate to the channel, guys want to start a discussion, you could get a membership for $1.99, sticker, anything other likes. I appreciate all you guys love. So TFM says drinking Kool-Aid again. No, sir. I'm not drinking no Kool-Aid, man. I ain't really drink no Kool-Aid, man. Look, I'm just trying to be real with you about it, man. Just some things I seen, man, some things that scare me, man. I seen them terror cells, like it just looks kind of scary to me. You know what I'm saying? If you watching what I'm watching, you know what I'm saying, what you seen in New Orleans, what you seen in Las Vegas, that kind of remind you of, like, I don't really want to say that, man, because I'm not trying to jinx nothing, but I'm just saying if you add into what we seen in New Orleans, I mean, and what we see, even if you talking about the CEO killing, I'm saying, I'm going to take y'all deep in thought. If you back it up just a couple more weeks, from the CEO killing to what we seeing in New Orleans, what we seeing in Las Vegas, you see what I'm saying? It seemed like something more sinister is going on beneath the surface. I might be wrong, but what you guys think? I'm not really a conspiracy theorist. But what I'm just saying, that just looks kind of suspicious to me. It doesn't look really good. It's not something I really, you know what I'm saying? It looked like something sinister is going on. So I'm saying if you take that right there, that energy, that aura, that whatever, that karma, that whatever you want to call it, that we're seeing going on in our society today, and if you take that and you put some controversial politics like birthright citizenship, I think to me that's like taking gasoline and pouring it onto a fire. And I've been preaching like the chaotic nature of the potential of the chaotic nature of a Trump presidency. I've been preaching that for a long time, man. TFM says President Bush did a total rewrite of the War Powers Clause. I understand that, but you got to understand the situation that caused President Bush to do that. Man, I'm out here in Aggieland. You guys know how much love I have for Junior, how much I have love for that family. You know what I'm saying? Like, President Bush was embraced by Texas A&M University, you know what I'm saying, and Texas A&M University embraced him. I promise y'all, if y'all go to the Presidential Library out here in College Station, it is a very enjoyable experience. It's one of the most beautiful presidential libraries. Me personally, the prettiest library I've been to. I've been to a lot of them. JFK, I'm a history buff. I'm that kind of person. So I advise you come out here and visit. If you guys want to talk Bush politics, I understand that Bush was associated, his family. Like, you got to think about it. Bush 41, he was in the CIA, bro. So you got to understand, that's just like Putin in the KGB. But Bush 41 was a very distinguished man, much more honorable man than Putin. But you just got to understand, like, that family, the power they have. So I want to salute the Bush family. I'm tapping in from Aggieland, Texas A&M stand up. I've been out here 5 days. I had some legal work to do. I got to do it finally on Sunday. I got to go out and see the city. I posted content on my Instagram, man. You guys go check that out. I see my boy TFM, Constitutional Press, with that $2 sticker. Everybody could go like that. If you guys go like that, I would appreciate that. He says, Sean Ryan Show, must watch. Please read email on it. Guys, TFM, if you have emailed me, guys, my email address is ameliorate.legal. That is one word. I'll say it if you guys want to write it down. That's AMELIORATE, ameliorate, and then legal, LEGAL, ameliorate.legal@gmail.com. You guys could reach me like that, or you guys could go to my YouTube page. You could tap that Instagram link in the bio, and you could reach me like that. I ask that all you guys going over to IG, check out the content, man. I'm telling you, beautiful out here in Aggieland. I salute Aggieland. I thank you guys for the hospitality. That Legal Wars podcast is on the road, man. This is like day 5, day 6 in Aggieland, man. I think we might be going to the beach next. I'm not sure. So you guys stay tuned, and I'm going to keep going live. But tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. Central, we doing a news hour with Ghostwriter. I have prepared content for you. We're going to be talking about those grocery prices and could that possibly affect the Republicans in 2016. So y'all come tap in with me on that. Let me see. So again, TFM, thank you for that $2 sticker. If TFM2, man, if you want to become a member of the channel, it's only $1.99, guys, for memberships. I appreciate all the donation and the love, man. Just trying to grow the channel, man. Like, I promise you guys, all the money that's put into the channel, I'm going to put it back in the channel, man. Like, I'm on the road right now, guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's not cheap. It's not like I'm in the studio. It's not cheap, man. And I'm trying to bring you guys great content, man, nonstop, man. Legal Wars podcast, man. I appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? So Big Op G is talking about an email, guys. I definitely will watch the Sean Ryan show. All you guys go watch that Sean Ryan show. Check out what Big Op G saying. I will do that, man. I hadn't done it to be able to speak on it this morning properly, but you guys go check that out. So TFM, he's talking about that email still played in the Sean Ryan, the video on there. He says, anyone else seen the video? Man, I'm saying TFM, he put the link in the chat for you guys to go check that out too. But TFM, if you want to have a discussion on it, kind of give us a backdrop down in the comments of what happened, man, and then we can have a discussion or a conversation, or I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. But when I do get a second, man, I definitely will go back, watch this video, and I will hit that link, and I definitely will check that out. I appreciate that, sir, so much. Magica says, what's up? I say, what's up? You know what I'm saying? To everybody in the chat out here in Texas A&M, tapping in, man. What's happening with y'all, man? Just coming in here, kicking it with y'all, spending a little time with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here, man, for about 5-6 days. Legal Wars podcast on the road, you know what I'm saying? This is a Ghoststream, you know, just coming here and chat with y'all. Anything y'all want to talk about, y'all put it in the comments, you know what I'm saying, and we could discuss it. Hold on real quick. I'm going to get to that TFM, my boy. So he said, dudes, a Green Beret blowing the whistle on what drones are why it's important war crimes that are covered up in 2019 that NATO even reported mind-blowing stuff. Dude, fire content, nobody's covering. I'm definitely going to go check that out, TFM. Look, though, TFM, I'm going to just say this. You know what I'm saying? Because you adamant about getting that point out. And I appreciate you breaking that down for us a little bit more so we can understand. Like, man, I would say definitely there's controversial stuff that's going on in the military or might be going on behind the scenes, definitely in politics, without a doubt. That is going to bleed controversy, the nature of politics within itself. That being said, man, I'm not real quick to speak on or say I believe different things. I do believe definitely different situations and bad situations, but I'm saying forming an overall opinion, I will be slower to do that before I get the complete facts and understanding of the situation. But definitely, definitely. V Power said he knows what College Station's at. He's out in Dallas, Fort Worth. Well, I'm saying, V Power, you want me to come out there to Dallas, Fort Worth, man? I definitely was thinking about doing it. Before I come out there, though, I was thinking about going down to the beach, man, for a few days. You know what I'm saying? I definitely will be out here in Aggieland for one more day, at least tomorrow morning, depending on what happened, a couple of things going on. You know what I'm saying? I accomplished the goal that I came out here for, and so I'm just staying longer. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely was thinking about maybe the beach next, you know what I'm saying, somewhere in Texas. You know, I'm going to stay within the state of Texas, you know what I'm saying, before I go to California, Legal Wars Podcast. So any place y'all wanted me to hit up, I definitely wanted to hit up the Fort Worth area, you know what I'm saying, in Dallas. But I definitely wanted to go out west too, so I was thinking maybe possibly San Antonio, I could surprise you guys. Or I heard San Antonio is beautiful. I've never been. Or possibly Austin or somewhere else out in West Texas. You know what I'm saying? Legal Wars Podcast probably be on the road for about 3 weeks, possibly even a month, depending on how things go. So, guys, I'm going to just keep trying to deliver you guys great content. And that's what I'm saying, guys. It's not free no more. It's not free. I'm not in the war room. I'm trying to show y'all, you know what I'm saying, on the road, man, bringing y'all content, still tapping in. So if you guys want to show some support or donate to the channel, I would really appreciate it. V Power said, there's much I know about the military, being in the military civilian world doesn't know about. I'm pretty sure, V Power, you know what I'm saying? And if you guys ever had some content, like some just hardline content or some hardline facts that y'all wanted to report, you know what I'm saying, I would discuss that with you guys, you know, any news. But I'm just not into really bashing any organizations that I don't have any proof or any facts of what's going on, or I haven't done the research. You see what I'm saying? If I have proof or facts or something that's going on with an organization, any kind of organization that would be violating civil rights or something like that, yes, I would speak on that. I won't just speak on that. You feel what I'm saying? People that know me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, people that know me, they know I get to filing documents too, you know? But I'm saying, just like saying like some stuff that's going on, not to diminish what you guys saying. I'm saying for me to speak on it and not being privy to the information or the details behind the situation, there's two sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to just go out and bash the organization until I know the story of what's going on. But V Power, I could feel you though. Definitely some stuff. I would say more in the private realm. You know what I'm saying? Because that gets mixed up today. You know what I'm saying? You have like private contractors that are being given powers like they're active duty military, and that's the real problem. Because their military is the nature of their society and their organization and their community. So former military members who are private contractors, they have connections to like generals and other people. You see what I'm saying? And so they're operating like they are actually in the military and they got extreme power in the civilian world. And I think that's the problem. TFM talking about hundreds of billions hit by airstrikes, hundreds of civilian casualties. Tornadoes stated clearly. NATO reports are all in the video. You have to look them up themselves. I definitely will do that, TFM. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely would do that. And I'm not saying like the information that you're reporting is not correct. It definitely is correct. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But I'll have to just look it up for myself. V Power says if you come out this way, you need to check out Cidercade. I definitely will do that, sir. I definitely probably will. He said play Corpus Christi, Texas, homie. Corpus Christi, most definitely. That was definitely one of the spots that I wanted to go to. You know what I'm saying? So that'll definitely be on the list. I think the first spot or nearby spot on the list though probably would be like Galveston on the beach. So Corpus Christi would be like the second beach spot. You know what I'm saying? V Power said if you take around Austin, but I need to get rid of all these muffin wrappers in my car first. That's too funny, man. Y'all in here wilding, bro. That's why I come in here and kick it with y'all sometimes. It's like a therapy session, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kicking it with my day ones. Colin says the link for the video doesn't work. It says the video is not available. That's what I'm saying, though, TFN. Like, cause we have to get like 1,000% proof. Well, I do personally. I have to get like 1,000% proof in order for me to be able to say something. I see that super chat, my brother, and I appreciate that. Another $2 super chat, guys. Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. You guys just now coming in. Guys, if y'all haven't, I ask that you guys like the video, you know what I'm saying, social support, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell like my boy TFM, you know what I'm saying, he just donate to the channel. If you guys are donate to the channel or if you want to hit a sticker, you want to hit a super chat, you know what I'm saying, you want to start a discussion, you want to just show your boy some love, man, you know what I'm saying, for coming on here, man, trying to bring y'all great content. Hit that $sign symbol, man, and your love is greatly appreciated. TFM said Trump getting rid of the 14th. And what you think? Man, can I hold up? Let me see. Can I do that? No, I can't do that. Because he already highlighted that. TFM, Colin said that link on that video doesn't work. So could you repost a link, that'll work? And I appreciate you giving us that heads up, Colin. TFM says Trump getting rid of the 14th Amendment. He says, what you think? I'm saying Trump's going to attempt to get rid of the 4th Amendment. I wanted to pin that, TFM. Okay, I understand. I see that. Definitely. I'm going to look that up. You know, so I was just saying because Colin said it wasn't working, that link. But TFM, though, I definitely, what I wanted to say about the 14th Amendment, that's a great conversation. I wanted to pin that comment. I'm saying President Trump has said that he wants to put an auspicious agenda into one bill. If I could advise him, I would say, please do not put immigration in that bill, because if you put immigration in that bill, that's what's going to sink it. If he puts the tax cuts in that bill, if he puts like some kind of infrastructure or even drill, baby drill, if he puts all of his agenda into one bill besides immigration, I actually think that he probably has a greater than not chance of being able to get that passed. I don't know what you guys think. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But if he puts immigration in that bill, I think it's guaranteed to sink it. And I think that immigration is the highest motivating factor to get those terror cells activated even quickly or stronger. That's what I think. That 14th Amendment, I think that's a long shot at best. I think it has no chance of passing through Congress. I think he's going to get challenged vehemently, you know what I'm saying, in the courts over that 14th Birthright Citizenship Amendment. And so I think that for Trump, that's a losing battle. If I was him, I wouldn't even rage because, in my opinion, it's going to spark chaos. TFM, thank you for that super chat and that conversation. That's a great point. He's talking to Colin. He said, just type in Sean Ryan Show, Cybertruck. It popped right up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been saying, Colin, for a while. You know I've been saying that. You've been here talking about those terror cells. Those terror cells are getting activated. D. Worthy says the 14th replaced slavery. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin your comment, D. Worthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and pin that because I want to talk about that, man. If you guys want to talk about the 14th Amendment, man, I think that's a great conversation. Guys, as they come back from the commercial break, I want to say welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. As you guys step in, I ask that you guys will go ahead and hit a like on the video. If you enjoy the content, you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Guys, I'm tapping in from Texas A&M University, man, out here in Aggieland, man, just having a conversation. You guys jump down in the comments. Let your voices be heard. Anything you guys want to talk about, we can discuss it. So D. Worthy is talking about the 14th Amendment. He said the 16th Amendment. I think the conversation, D. Worthy, is birthright citizenship. Donald Trump wants to challenge it. Listen, this is what happened with that. So Donald Trump realizes in his first 4 years that just building a wall or whichever part you could get built of it, or just deporting people or just doing A, B, or C, it's not going to fix the immigration problem. And he's right about that. He sees that. So he wants to go further and saying, hey, if we stop people from just coming to America to have a baby just to claim some kind of citizenship, you see what I'm saying, popping up and just dropping babies, overall what he's saying is right. But I'm just saying the fight behind that's not the fix to that in my belief. So I think birthright citizenship is going to be an ugly, nasty, bloody fight that I think will help destroy some of his successes economically, especially if we see the chaos ensue in the American streets. That's just my opinion. Let me see. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. Who is this? TFM. He says 100%. The 14th Amendment protects a peculiar institution, which is slavery. They just don't use it the same word. Let people know. 100%. Like, look, man, I understand that too, man. Like, I don't understand what's going on with that amendment, trying to change the amendment. You know what I'm saying? Birthright citizenship. But all I'm going to say is I just do not believe that will pass through Congress. I don't think it'll come close to passing through Congress. I think if he tries some executive order, it's going to get challenged immediately. And I think it's just an attempt. I think it causes more chaos in the attempt for you to successfully run your presidency. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So Colin says Antifa will be out shortly after inauguration. I can almost guarantee that. You know what I'm saying? You see Colin been kicking it with your boy Ghostwriter. You see what I'm saying? He been kicking it with me. I've been telling you guys that. We've been preaching that on the Legal Wars podcast. So hold up, Colin. I want to see that. I want to go ahead and pin that. You know what I'm saying? So Colin and V Pirate and TFM and all you guys who be in here all the time, we don't have to go back and tell them to watch the content that we recorded when we just had 21, 23 people in here on January the 6th, you know, because we've been saying this, we've been preaching this about the chaos and the destruction that is soon to ensue in the streets of America, which TFM is in here talking about. He's talking about Sean Ryan because he's trying to tell you there's something else behind that. Go watch, go listen. And I'm saying, yes, brother, I understand when I get a chance to, I will, because like Colin's saying, we've been talking about this for weeks, man, and we just seeing it starting to wake up. Them terror cells are waking up. V Power said, do you think the woke movement is finally starting to die in Hollywood? I'm seeing less of you, get tired of them. I don't think that it's starting to die. I think that it's just been quiet, or they just been in hibernation because of the administration that was in power. And I think they're about to come back out shortly. Bobby Short says, I hope it doesn't pass through Congress. I hope it doesn't, because everybody got the right to live here in America. No, I disagree saying that everybody has the right to live here in America. I don't agree with that. But I just think that birthright citizenship is just a fight that we shouldn't fight, immigration. I don't think that it's going to fix the problem. And I think you have too much opposition against that, to where it's like it's not worth the fight. Why would I fight a fight that I know that I can't win, or it's too strong? Like, I have other fights to fight. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially if this basket isn't really accomplishing nothing and it's going to really kill your other. You see what I'm saying? That's my opinion on that. Marcel says support mass deportation. What you guys think about that? I think whether or not you support mass deportation or not, I think it's going to happen. So he won the presidency. He ran for presidency. He won the presidency. And so that's just what's going to happen, whether you support it or not. That's just what's going to happen. V Power says, I think if we make the story of Martin Luther King played by Danny DeVito or Malcolm X played by Gary Busey, maybe that wouldn't like it so much. I'm not sure what you're trying to say with that, sir. TFM says, what do you think about Soros getting a presidential freedom medal for Biden? I'm saying, like, Trump gonna give Elon one. I mean, that's politics as usual, man. That's just politics to me. That's what I think. It's a good point, though. I appreciate that. Colin says, so I could send the illegals to your house for free living then? Nah, man. Like, everyone doesn't have a right to live in America. That's not true, Colin. You know what I'm saying? But we should just make the process more easier to be able to give people the opportunity to legally. Just like I'm saying, if I want to go to the Dominican Republic, in America, we have a easy, legal, clean, safe process to where I could go get a paper to go to the Dominican Republic. So I'm saying the Dominican Republics who want to come to America, they shouldn't have to be getting on a boat, is what I'm saying. They shouldn't have to be sending their children in bread trucks, is what I'm saying. They should have a legitimate, easy process, incentivize it for them to come into America legally. That's all I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say. Let's see what we got. TFM say I stay strapped. I mean, strapped with what? He says, I think we should get rid of the 14th Amendment, but I think getting rid of birthright citizenship is a Trojan horse for sure. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Great negative implications. And look, TFM, I'm saying, why fight that fight when there's another way to do that that's not that controversial? So Trump's saying, okay, I want to come in here and I just want to take everything and I want to tear everything up. I'm going to tear everything away. I'm going to get rid of everything. I'm going to get rid of everything. And I'm saying, for you, when you tearing, I'm saying that's causing so much controversy, and you tearing like, and that controversy is, and you got a big bill agenda you want to get across. I'm saying, the less controversy you have in that bill and into your plan, the better and easier it's going to be for you to get the rest of your agenda passed. Does that make sense? So I'm saying, just like, I don't think if you got rid of birthright citizenship, I think it's going to stop the anchor babies to a certain extent. But because they don't have a way to just come drop off and have a baby and become an American citizenship. But I think people are going to invent different ways to come into America. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to completely solve the problem. That's all I'm saying. I think the problem is, it's common sense to me. And y'all tell me if somebody comes on here and they proves me wrong and they say something that makes more logical sense than this, I will admit that I'm wrong. But I'm saying I don't hear nobody saying nothing that makes more logical sense. When I go to solve the problem for immigration, this is where I start. The immigrants that are being allowed by different administrations, whether it's the Republican administrations or the Democratic administrations, the immigrants that are being allowed to come into America, like America kind of is inviting them in, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who are really illegally entering into the United States unbeknownst to the U.S. government. So to solve this immigration problem, I'm going to say this 1,000 times and I'm going to say this again, bro. And I don't think no one's going to say something that makes more sense than this. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. To solve this problem, I think about it. We don't have a problem with Americans attempting to go to somebody else's country. I'm not saying Americans don't illegally enter other countries, because they do more often than you probably think. But a lot of times it's probably crime related. It's other reasons involved with that to why they're fleeing from America. But I'm saying the majority of Americans who leave America and go on vacation or go visit other countries, if I want to go to Puerto Rico, I'm going to go to the post office and I'm going to get a passport. Very seamless process. Take a couple of months max, right? You could get it quicker than that. You could get it in some weeks, probably some days if you pay some money. I'm going to get some paperwork and I'm going to go to Puerto Rico. And if I want to do whatever I want to do, work, stay, overstay, be illegal, it's easy to do that. And I'm going to go the process of going through the paperwork. I'm saying they're still going to come. They're still going to be illegal. They're still going to overstay their visa. You're still going to have a problem. You're talking about 340 million people. You're always going to have some sort of issue with people entering into your country, regardless of how hard you make it. So I'm saying the issue is for all those millions of people who are attempting to come into America, just incentivize it for them to do just like we do, for them to go to the post office and get the documents and come to America. And if they overstay their visas, at least we have them documented and we know where they're at. We could keep up with them. But I'm saying the process of them coming to America, it would be to equate it to, like, if you was in the Dominican Republic and you wanted to come to America and you went to the post office to get your passport, the difference is that it's a much more complicated process. And that's what I'm saying. You make the process easier. That's how you fix the problem. You incentivize them to want to go to that post office, that consulate, and to get that document legally to come to America. You make them want to be illegal differently, like most people do. They overstay their visas. But the ones who overstay their visas, at least we know where they are. You got their information. It's the ones that are crossing over that border through them fences, on them bread trucks, on them airplanes. To me, those are the ones we need to worry about the most. V-Pirate says, let's see. He says, okay, I got something that's been on my mind with the Bible. Following up on our Bible talk the other day, the Bible is the word of God, right? And what he says is completely truth, right? That's true. He says in Genesis, after the flood, God said that no one should live past 120. Then shortly after that, it talks about his person born from that person and how they are, showing that they live hundreds of years past the 120. So that means God said was false. I thought that people weren't supposed to live past 120. Sir, if you will, would you share, like, whenever you're saying something like that, would you share the fact? You got to start with the fact. The fact is that you said that God said that you wouldn't live past 120. So I'm saying go find that scripture, copy and paste it, book, chapter, and verse, and put that in the stream. And start with that. You see what I'm saying? Start with book, chapter, and verse. Numbers chapter 12 and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, no one lives past 120. I'm saying, I'm not being funny, but I'm saying you got to find that first. Because that might be, when you go to the source of the information, that's where you might, because see, that's how you believe a rumor. Somebody just tell you something. You just going off of it. So I'm saying you got to do the research first. You got to come with the scripture. And book, chapter, and verse says you can't live past 120. Start with that. And then when you say that, because I know there's plenty of people in the Bible live past 120. But I'm saying, if you ain't talking about Adam, because Adam was already created before God gave any laws. Before God gave any laws. Because God gave the first rules of the garden to Adam, right? He was already created. So you saying when God put the curse on him, you mean when he was in the Garden of Eden? I'm saying put that in the so I could properly respond to that. Say the word. I'm not sure. Bobby says sometime when you have them to come to America and you become best friends with them, they don't stay that long and then they leave you. I'm saying I'm not sure what y'all talking about. I'm saying there's certain different kinds of migration. America invites immigrants. America invites immigrants. America needs immigrants. That's point blank. Y'all can't even argue with that no more because Donald Trump is agreeing with that. America needs immigrants. So it's about this. It's about how you want to deal with this. How do we go around about dealing with the immigration issue? How do we let them into the country? Who decides how many gets to come in and who gets to come in? Are we just letting in smart engineers? We're not worried about the poor people. Are we worried about the low-paying job workers that we need, like on the farms? Or we don't want to let the Mexicans and the Guatemalans in, and the Cubans, just the Cubans and the Puerto Ricans? Or if you're from Europe and you white-skinned, you definitely could come in. That's what I'm saying. Like, who's regulating immigration? I think that's the problem. The fact that we need immigrants, I don't think that's an argument. It's just about how you do it. That's the discussion and the problem. It's a difference between solving a problem and a difference between giving a solution, a short-term solution for the problem. I think the Democrats was trying to solve the problem, and I think the Republicans got short-term solutions. That's my opinion. He said George Soros, he keep talking about that. That, like I said, that to me, that would be almost the same as Trump giving Elon one, and I think he'll give Elon one too. I think that's political stuff, my brother. Colin says the chat is all over the place. I'm confused. Man, we just doing, it's viewer's choice, Colin. It's just viewer's choice. I'm just addressing whatever they're putting in the comments one by one. Like V-Pirate, I was addressing him. TFM, I'm addressing him. Just whatever they put in the, just randomness. Viewer's choice, man. It's a Ghoststream. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no direct topics. You know what I'm saying? It's just a Ghoststream. The last topic we had, I pinned it. Colin was talking about Antifa. V-Pirate says, I'll grab it when I'm back home, send it to you. I'm just curious, trying to rectify this. I'm in my mind. Oh, yeah, I think Colin was talking about what V-Pirate saying. Yeah, man, like, you just got to put that scripture in the Bible. I mean, that you referring to, you put that in the chat, and then we'll go from there. Anytime you come at me and say, like, I read something, I heard something, I seen something, I'm going to tell you to give me the source. You can't just come at me and say, hey, this guy was in the military. Can you see this? Because what TFM's saying, he onto something. But what I'm saying, I'm not going to just come and badmouth or talk or say something without me, myself, reading and understanding and comprehending. And then I'm going to think my thoughts, and then that's how I get my opinion. See what I'm saying? And TFM, everything you're saying might be right. And when I finish, I might agree totally with you. But what I'm saying is I'm going to absorb that information first, V-Pirate or TFM. I'm going to get that information personally. I'm going to absorb it myself. And then I'm going to speak on it when I have an informed opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So who else is TFM says George Soros was a child Nazi. I can't. This is why we love this dude's profile, because he talked about whatever for real. V Power said my Bible's at home. TFM says 162D American Jurisprudence SS 484. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast, guys. As you guys come in, if you guys are enjoying the content, I ask that you guys double tap that screen, like that video. It's free to show some love. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys, and that super chat button, guys, like my boy TFM has done. If you guys want to donate to the channel, become a member of the channel, start a conversation, just show your boy some love, hit that $ button, and your donations are much appreciated. Bobby Short says, I think you're right about that. Democrat always try to come up with solutions, and the Republicans always come up with short term. I'm just saying, bro, that's just what I see. The Republican strategy is a short term fix. And Colin, if you want to know what we're talking about right now, I think we got more of a structured conversation. Colin, when I do the ghost streams, man, like I'm going to have a conversation. I'm doing it chat by chat. You know what I'm saying? It's viewer's choice. It's like whatever they want to talk about, I'm going to discuss it. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow when we do News Hour with Ghostwriter, you know, we're going to have a topic. And they're going to put stuff in the stream, and I'm not going to stray from that topic. You know what I'm saying? But when we do ghost streams like this, I'm tapping in from Aggieland. You know, we do ghost streams like this, man. I'll just discuss whatever people want to talk about. So Bobby Short said, this the conversation right now, guys, to be a little more structured for you guys, but this really a freestyle stream. Bobby Short says, I think you're right. The Democrats coming up with a solution. Republicans always coming up with short term. I mean, that's just my thoughts. Like in immigration. And to me, it was so clear. We've seen it before. We've seen President Trump with all these policies, closing the border, Muslim ban, yada, 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 yada. And then 4 years later, we got the same problem or worse. Instead of 10 million illegals, now we have 26 million illegals. And you're going to do the same thing. You just think that you're going to add birthright citizenship to it. And then when you leave in 4 years, and it's going to be worse. That's what I'm saying. That's a short-term Band-Aid. That's a step on the we do need to close the border. You see what I'm saying? We do need to deport illegals. We do need to have American first jobs. We need to do all of that stuff, but those are just steps. Those things alone not going to fix the problem. I'll say it for the 10,000th time. I want to get some water, clear my throat so I could say it properly and clearly so you can understand it. 10,000 times. The way you fix immigration is you make, when I'm in the Dominican Republic and I want to come to America, you make those people go get a piece of paper to come. That's how you fix it. If they're in Honduras and they want to come to America, you make them get a piece of paper. If you want, okay, so y'all want to use my brain skills. You want to use my brain skills. So say I'm saying I'm going to fix this economically. I'm going to give $1 billion to Honduras. You don't give it to the government. So say, listen, with that $1 billion, every Honduran that wants to come to America, that fills out paperwork, we're going to give y'all $100. We'll give y'all $100 to get legal documentation, whether it gets proved or not. If you want to come to America and you from Honduras, whether it gets proved or not, you just going to do it legally, we'll give you $100. Bro, it'll be so many people up there who trying to just get that $100, whether they could come to America or not. Because their country's so poor, $100 is like rich for them. That's what I'm saying. Incentivize them. Come up with smart solutions and ways to make the people want to go get legal documentation to come to America or attempt to come to America. That's how you fix the problem. You make them stop wanting to come illegally. You make them get the paperwork. That's how you fix the problem. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not like, you hire me to give you a way to do that. You feel me? They ain't even came to the solution or the problem or the understanding that you have to incentivize these people. They're over here thinking, I'm saying it's hard for you to work with the Republican Party because they thinking that you just snatching people and putting a wall up is going to stop the problem. It might make it a little better, but that's not what's going to stop the problem. What's going to stop the problem is you incentivize people to want to come legally. Because once they get paperwork to come here, then you got all the control that you need to who comes and who doesn't. But at the same time, you get more border agents. At the same time, you do build a wall. At the same, you do all of that. But you're not closing you building a bridge by making the immigration easier for them to come into America. Pay them to get the legal documents. You feel me? Y'all gotta pay me for these ideas, bro. I could come up with them like easily. I could tell you 100 bright ideas that you could feel like you could save America with each one of them ideas. I could do this all day long. You feel me? V. Pirate said, Genesis 6:3, the Lord's Spirit shall be 120 years. V. Pirate, I haven't read that. I have to read that scripture. But I definitely, like V. Pirate, if you come on Sunday, I'll address that on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to do a few more episodes in God We Trust on Sundays. So I'll address that on Sunday, V. Pirate. But just to be clear, it's things that's written in the Bible that some people don't understand. And they thinking that God, they trying to find some contradiction with God, but it's not going to happen. You always have to be able to humble yourself to things that's greater than you. You got to understand this book has survived 6,000 years of written history. Those first 5 canons, and you talking about Genesis, have survived. So that means it has survived generations, not different people, not cancel culture. It has survived thousands of years of cancel cultures and generations of trying to destroy the Bible, and it remains. To me, that's enough evidence to speak. You got to come up with something real strong to be able to destroy the credibility of God's word. That's just my argument on that, V. Pirate. But we could do that on Sunday if you want to. I welcome you in for that on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So Colin says a short-term solution to any issue is always enacted prior to a long-term resolution. But what I'm saying is, though, Colin, is all his solutions are short-term. He tried this 4 years ago, and he just digging deeper into the short-term box, trying to turn away like hundreds of years of legislation that's going to cause so much controversy. That's not a permanent solution to the problem. Making them go get legal documents is a permanent solution to the problem. So I'm teaching them how to think. My thinking is, how do I make them want to go get legal documents? You pay them. So if you want to give the money, you don't give the money. Remember, if y'all remember, I came on here and said, we agreed you had to pay them, but I was like, those governments are so corrupt. You see what I'm saying? You can't give the money to the governments. So you give the money to the applicants as they apply. Look up what $100 is in Honduran money. A lot of these nations, $1 American dollar is like hundreds of their pesos, $1. 5,000, I think, in like Haiti or Guyana or something is like $1 million, $5,000. So $100 is like 50,000 of their pesos. So I'm telling you, you want to come to America, So instead of you paying, you working for 3 years to send your 2 daughters who probably gonna get sold into prostitution and getting transported across the border by some drug mules, instead of you paying them $1,500, $2,500, the American government will give you $100 if you come fill out paperwork so they could come here legally. And your chances of them coming are better. What you got to do to make them want to send them here legally, that's how you solve that problem. You're not going to solve it no other way. I promise you, everything Trump's doing, he just doing it with more bluster. They've closed you think they closed the U.S. border for the first time? Trump was the first president to close the U.S. border. You think he was the first president to threaten or do mass deportation? There was presidents who actually pulled that off before him. Actually pulled it off. You think he's the first president? That's not hundreds of years later, you got the same problem. That lets you know that that's not fixing the problem. What's going to fix the problem is what makes them want to come here in the first place. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in to the Legal Wars podcast. Guys, if you have not already, I ask that you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Most importantly, guys, super chat button. Guys, y'all want to donate to the channel. You want to help your brother out. You know what I'm saying? Hit that super chat button, that $ button, and your donations are much appreciated, guys. We got a few more minutes till we've been streaming, guys, for 2 hours. So if you guys have any comments, any conversations, any super chats, man, go ahead and get them in right now. And I will appreciate it, guys, because we're about to wrap it up in just a minute. T. Levy, I have read him. He says, can't wait for Trump to get Obama-type numbers and kicking illegal immigrants out. Don't forget, Obama holds that record. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And he's going to get him. He might could surpass him. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking about a permanent fix to that problem. Collins said he stated that numerous times, though, that they have to do it the legal way, which is papers, most definitely. And that's what they need to do it at. But what I'm saying is that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make them do it. You can't just say it. Like, that's the whole trick to the problem, Colin. Is getting the people in those foreign countries, just like Americans say, hey, I want to go overseas, I'm going to go to the post office. Most Americans, when they think about going to those countries, they say, I'm going to go to the post office. When the most them people in them foreign countries, when they think about coming to America, they say, I'm going to go to a drug mule to try to buy my way into America. I'm going to go cross the border, or I'm going to go get some hiking boots. And we're going to have a migration. I'm saying you got to put it in their mind that whenever I want to come to America, I'm going to go to the post office. It's easy, bro. It's harder to do than just to close the border or just to, that's the stuff that looks good that could win you elections, that make it seem like you tougher on the border. And yeah, you did pull out 3, 4, 5 million people, Obama numbers. But then the next president come in and let in 40 million people. So what did you solve? You're not solving nothing. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying the Democrats are looking for a real solution, and the real solution is to make it easier, the paperwork process easier. I'm saying Trump is saying that the paperwork process, he's recognizing that that's the way to fix the problem, but he's not doing nothing to fix the problem with the paperwork process. What he's doing to fix the problem, birthright citizenship, that's not going to fix the problem. It's whenever they come into America, get them on paper. Because when he start deporting people, he's going to start with the people he knows that he got on paper. That's what I'm saying. You can control the problem if you get them documented. It's hard to lose children that you had documented. When they come into America, you can keep track of them easier. So get them documented. And you do that by incentivizing them to run to the paper to come into America instead of running to the drug mule. Guys, Legal Wars podcast, guys, we down to the final 5 minutes, guys. you guys want to donate to the channel, if you have liked the video, you enjoy this content, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. We got about 5 more minutes. V Pirate said $1 is $25 in Honduras. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying if you come up here and so we want to fix the immigration problem in Honduras. So we got $1 billion to fix it. Every Honduran who wants to come to America, $1 billion probably will last doing this probably for years, or at least for a year or two. It's going to get people, you're going to change the culture of people who want to go to a drug mule or a boat to come to America, to say, hey, if you go get these documents, if you go get this paperwork, you're going to get $250 to come to America off of legal documents. And he's saying that it's $25 per American dollar. And I'm going to give you $250. So how much money is that? That's a lot of pesos in your country just to go to coming to America with a document. And I'm thinking that if you're going to pay me 50,000 pesos to want to come to your country and to do it on a document, number one, you could give the money directly to the people. You don't have to go through the government, because they're coming to the consulate, to the Americans, to get the documents. So you can make sure the money goes directly to the people, number one. Number two, you stimulating their economy and you giving them money, the people money that might help them want to stay in their country instead of coming to America. And number three, you making them think that, hey, if these people are giving me money just to fill out these documents, then shoot, I want to do it this way because it might get approved, or it'll probably get approved. Hundreds of years of American history in trying to solve the immigration problem. I just solved that problem, guys. Well, how many people in this stream? 17 people in the stream right now. I just solved the American immigration problem right there. Tell me how I'm wrong. I never get a trophy for it. I never get a plaque for it. I just solved the problem right there without even trying. Without trying. Because you got to go to the source and know the solution. And the solution is to incentivize the people to come to America. Guys, that's my time. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me, guys. Tapping in from Aggieland. This is the third and probably final episode. I will go live tomorrow. I still will be in Texas A&M. But depending on how things go today, I probably will be packing up to leave. We're probably going to go down to the beach next. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in to the Legal Wars podcast. I appreciate it. I love every last one of you guys. You guys still in here. If y'all hadn't liked the video, I ask that y'all like the video. If y'all enjoy the content, that you'll subscribe to the channel. You'll hit the notification bell. That's my time. Yeah, I see the man, guys, like, that's my time, y'all. I've been on for 2 hours, man. If you guys want to hit that super chat button, man, I appreciate the donation. You know what I'm saying? I could get to that highlighted content. But if not, guys, I've been on for 2 hours. That's my time. Like, I enjoyed myself out here yesterday. That's the only day I did. I did some legal documents. I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I got a lot of stuff to take care of. So like I said, if you guys want to hit that super chat button, you know what I'm saying? Like I answered the comments. If not, y'all, I have to get out of here. But I will be live again tomorrow at 6 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to talk politics, though. We're going to have a conversation about how the grocery prices might hurt the Republicans in the midterms in 2026. As I said, guys, that's my time. Third episode, tapping in with your boy Ghostwriter, and Aggieland is probably the last episode, man. We probably going to be tapping in from the beach here in a couple of days, man. But definitely tomorrow, News Hour with Ghostwriter, a regular scheduled News Hour with Ghostwriter at 6 a.m. tomorrow, guys. That's my time. I love every last one of y'all. TFM, thank you for the super chat. V Pirate, Big Op G Colin, all my boys, man. Thank y'all, man, for tapping in with me, tuning in with me. Your boy Ghostwriter from Aggieland, man. I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy y'all's day. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., y'all. I'm out.